Live from Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the Joe Cortez Show.
Hi, this is Joe Cortez with the show here, the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. And all I can tell you is I'm back on the scene with the record machine, saying "Cool Papa do" and "How do you do?" We're here to give you guys nothing but a good show today. Hopefully, we can stay online now. We had some technical difficulties, but it's all because our dear friend Rick had some health issues, and we wish him a speedy recovery.
Right, we did.
And we're back here again to tell you guys that we're going to bring you a lot of entertainment today in reference to not singing, at least I don't think so, but at least a little bit of Terry Buzzy Johnson with his famous group, the Flamingos.
Right.
And of course, we have his beautiful wife, Teresa, along with us. She has some role with the Flamingos in the past, and I think she's still doing some things with them now. So we're going to talk to Terry about your career with the Flamingos. How did it all start?
Well, I had my group, the Whispers, in Baltimore, Maryland. I knew the Flamingos. They had started in 1953. I knew two of the members, Jake and Zeke Carey. They were from Baltimore, really. And when they came to the Royal Theater, I was, I went to see the Five Keys first. I loved the Five Keys. Mm-hmm. And they were on this show at the Royal Theater in Baltimore. And I went backstage. I told them this experience that I had when I was sitting in the audience. I was sitting there watching them like this, and all of a sudden I saw myself on stage with them, Joe. I saw me up there with them, playing my guitar. I went backstage, like you laughed, just like the way they laughed when I told them that story. And they said, "That's deep." So Nate Nelson asked me if I knew first tenor and someone who played an instrument like a bass or something. I said, "I play guitar. I sing tenor and baritone all the way through." So he asked me if I would come the next day to audition. I said, "I'd love to, man." I brought my guitar, my amplifier, and I had the music in front of me that they gave me, ran through it, piece of cake. And they said, "Wow, man." And I played my record, The Whispers, Are You Sorry? They said, "Whoa, I like that." So Jake said, "I tell you what, man, just hang tough. I really like you. We got a few other people we may have to go through, but I like what you're doing." So that a few more months went by, and I said, "Oh, well, what the hell with it?" So I was doing my other work and playing with them. I had a band called Terry Johnson, the Rhythm Kings, and I got this phone call on Christmas Eve. Jake Carey said, "Buzz, say, man, we have the opening for you right now. Say, if you want to become a member of the Flamingos, come to Philadelphia right away." The next day was Christmas Day. We went to Philadelphia, and from there we went to New York and got with the guys, and that's how it started.
Wow, that was a beautiful Christmas gift.
Yes, it was.
Wow, sure was. And what year was that again?
That was 1956.
1956, wow.
Yeah.
That must have been about...
Oh, cut it out, Joe. Don't start it. Don't start
I was
it.
young, man. I was young. But anyway, how did the name of Buzzy come about?
Oh, man, my sister would call me Buzzy because I was so busy.
Yeah.
Okay. My sister was always calling me Buzzy because I was busy, man. They called me Buzzy the Bee. I was into everything, so that's how it stuck.
Now, you guys come up with a lot of romantic songs. Why you were known for so many romantic songs?
Well,
was it that you guys were all in love or what?
No, it was just, that was the style of those days, like you either do the love songs or you do the sad songs. So we prefer positiveness,
Wow.
so stay with the love themes,
You guys were definitely inspiration to so many groups out there.
Yeah.
I mean, with the music, and we know that you're also a songwriter.
That's right. And producer. Yeah, I did that with Smokey Robinson at Motown.
Which were most of some of the famous songs that you wrote for some of the groups or for your own group?
Well, for my group, Lovers Never Say Goodbye was the first one. It sounded similar to Are You Sorry, which is the song that they loved when I first met them. And I did Mio Amore, You, Me, and the Sea, At the Prom. I can't remember off the top of my head, but quite a few songs I did with for the Flamingos.
Okay, now you also appear with the opening for Duke Ellington and Lionel Hampton, right?
Oh man, that was such a wonderful gig. Yeah, beautiful people, man.
Yeah, Lionel Hampton.
Oh, Lionel was great, man.
Yeah, and how about Duke Ellington? I mean, he's a really a true legend,
Oh man,
Hall
I'm
of
telling you,
Famer.
he was just fantastic. Their bands were big. They had that old sound, man.
Do you miss that kind of old sound
Yes,
music?
I do. Yes, I do. I
We need
really
some
do.
of that today. Eh?
I wish we could.
Have you thought about trying maybe go back and put a band like the Duke Ellington and
I wonder
Lionel?
how it could be done, because like I would remember Count Basie, man, we would go see him in New York, and those big bands, and he got all those guys on that stage, big sound, I miss it. I wish it was a way.
Well, I'm
get
sure
that
there is.
again.
Maybe you start here that you're in Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the
Right.
world. Maybe there's a place where he can start auditioning some of these
Wouldn't that be nice?
go back to the old era,
I
the
would love
golden
that.
era,
I would love that.
and start a big band here in Las
Ooh.
Vegas. Wow, that'd be
You just
big
sparked-
time.
you
would
gave
be
me a
great.
spark.
Huh? I tell you,
a great idea.
this would be the place.
Yeah, man.
The entertainment capital of the world.
I
Right.
love it.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
it.
with Terry, Buzzy, Johnson,
You just
the
planted a
Flamingos.
seed.
I mean, it was something that I think it's doable. I really think it is. I mean, the guy still got a spark of the old Flash. That man's very much alive, good looking, smart, and loves his music. He wants
Sure
to get
do.
it. He wants to bring it back. I think we can do it here in Las
I
Vegas.
do, man. I do.
Yeah, we got to get a couple.
We'll
of
look for that.
folks.
That was
we
a
gotta
good
get a couple
seed.
of folks out there. We're here at the. We got to thank the management team that gave us the opportunity to film it today. It was the last minute.
Yeah.
But we at the boathouse at the Palace Station Hotel, a Vietnamese restaurant, beautiful place, brand
Yeah.
new. You guys got to come out here. This is one of my favorite hangouts to have a nice lunch or dinner. We had a New Year's party here. I tell you, Terry, you are amazing. You know.
Thank you,
Now we
Joe.
have your beautiful wife, Teresa. Can you tell us a little bit about calling TNT? The TNT. I mean, that's dangerous.
That's
You got TNT. Hey, very explosive. Now, Teresa, tell us a little bit about your part with the Flamingos.
Okay, well, Terry and I started out as great writing partners.
Okay.
Right.
Writing and producing partners. We've got a big catalog of original material.
Right.
But the Flamingos were also known for big variety of material when they did their stage show. So when I was more on the front line, I was covering a lot of the girl entertainers like Tina Turner or Janis
Aretha.
Joplin or
She does
Aretha
a
Franklin,
great Aretha Franklin.
the Supremes, that type of music, because we do a big variety of music. Even in the Flamingo show now, we do some of the great Flamingo hits, but then we also do a big variety of music to please all styles, all taste of.
So you must have a big production on what you do now.
Everything we do,
Right.
everything we do is a big production. We made sure of that.
It's a Vegas style
It's a
show,
Vegas
really.
style.
Yeah.
Right.
And these are the kind of show we want to see here in Las Vegas.
Right.
man, you
One
need
of
it.
the
Right.
hotels out there you guys were watching,
Yes.
you guys are missing the boat. That
Yes.
These two are the real pros that you want to have here at one of your theaters for sure.
Oh,
Now you asked a question to her that she didn't answer yet.
Oh.
She's our manager. She's our
Right.
musical director.
Right.
Her and I, we do all the music, and we track it out really beautiful.
Right.
Big sounds, violin, strings, sounds completely real. When we get on stage with the show, you hear everything that we produce.
right. And I'm
She's
singing
great.
one of the background notes as well
Yeah.
to cover that as well.
So you're the one cracking that whip for these
I'm
guys.
cracking the whip.
Making
I'm
sure,
cracking
make
the
sure-
whip all
making
the
sure-
time.
Making sure everything is fine-tuned the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
Right,
But you're
right.
right, Joe. It's like we would love to be a part of the Vegas legacy.
Oh, yeah.
When you think about the great performers, the
Yeah.
Rat Pack, the
Treniers.
Treniers, Sam Butera.
Oh,
you know,
man.
the days when people would go into the rooms and truly be entertained
Right, right.
with all styles of music. That's
what we
our
do.
forte.
That's
Okay,
what we
well,
do.
tell me about your experience that you've had with Boys to Men, with your production.
Oh, that
Right.
was a great move. I don't know when the song is going to be released, but I recorded. Teresa and I produced "I Only Have Eyes for You."
Well, the CD was released.
The CD
It
was
was the
released.
documentary. They did a
Oh,
documentary in
documentary, right,
hand
right.
with the CD. So the CD came out, but the documentary is still yet to come.
So they're supposed to come
their-
out together.
It's how the older music
Yeah,
influenced
so
them.
you had a song, I Only Have Eyes for You?
Right.
right.
Is that song was dedicated to your beautiful wife?
It better be, right?
How long have you guys been together?
43.
It'll be
43.
44
in
it'll be
June.
44 years.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Now,
she's a great partner,
now
man.
you also, your songs have been in movies, a lot of movies.
Oh, I'm
what
telling you.
movies have your songs been in?
Bronx Tale.
The Bronx Tale.
I mean,
One of my
Something's
favorites.
Gotta
with
Give.
Charles
Something's Gotta
Papa
Give.
Terry, The Bronx Tale. Something's Got to Give.
Right?
Something got to give.
Yeah.
What was that? Annabelle. About the little doll type
and it
thing.
was on the Queen on Netflix.
On the Queen.
Breaking
Oh, that's
In
right.
was the
Breaking In
latest
is-
movie with
that's out
Gabrielle
now.
Union.
Wow.
The whole song goes through twice.
Another one with Steve, starring Steve Carell. It was
Yeah,
another movie.
we have quite a few that still. I mean, the song will not die.
Hey, well, no, just like the song, "Let Me In," woo.
Yeah, yeah,
Let
yeah,
me in, knock, knock, right?
yeah.
Oh man, that you guys had that was on the, it was for 4 weeks number one on the charts,
Knock,
right?
Knock, Let
and,
Me
and,
In.
Knock,
indie,
Knock,
and the
Let Me
indie
In.
and the
The
indie
indie
charts,
charts, right, in
indie,
Europe.
it was the indie label.
Yeah.
Euro,
wow.
Euro Indie.
The Euro Indie, yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. If you had to do everything all over again
Okay.
in your career, what would you have done different? If anything,
That's a strong question.
that's a strong question.
If I could have done it again, I would have been more involved with the business aspect instead of just the music, because the business is where everything is at.
Is
You
that
know
right?
what I mean? Yeah, that's
Wow.
the one thing I wish I could have done again.
Now let me tell you. Now you were inducted. The group was inducted into the Rock and Roll
Rock
Hall
and
of
Roll
Fame.
Hall of Fame, right?
What year was that?
2001.
2001. I would have put you 2001, 2002, 2003. I would have right up to today. You guys are the greatest out there.
Thank you. It was beautiful with that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We were there with Solomon Burke, the great, the one and only
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Steely Dan,
Steely Dan.
Queen. They had a lot of
big
great
one,
inductees.
yeah.
Paul Simon.
Paul Simon, yeah.
A lot of great inductees that
So
year.
you were rubbing,
Yeah, man.
Oh, that was a great year.
rubbing elbows with the best.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
man, it got to be a great feeling. I mean, but you guys really deserve it. I mean, you guys are known worldwide, and I think the young generation out there should really look into the Flamingos.
Right.
The Flamingos have, I don't know how many albums, how many songs you guys recorded.
Man, I think we
But
had
it been
4
in-
albums.
Four
Four
albums.
albums.
4 albums of, and I arranged each and every song and the harmonies. Let the lead singer do what he had to do.
And you had the group. There were what, 5 of you guys?
It was 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yes.
5, 6. Man, you were missing one. It should have been 7.
Joe Cortez.
Joe Cortez, I know you was going to say that. Yeah, Joe
I only have eyes
Sing
it, Joe, sing
for
it.
you, dear. You are here, and so am I.
Chum up.
Maybe millions of people go by, but I only have eyes for you. I love you guys. I love you guys.
There you go.
I'll tell you, it's so much fun, talking to you, because this brings back a lot of great memories.
Yes, it does,
I never
Joe.
dreamt in my wildest dreams that I'd be sitting next to Terry, Buzzy,
Same here,
Charlie,
though.
from the Flamingos.
This guy's great. This guy is great.
Yes.
I'm telling you, such a wonderful person, man. I mean, just the moment that we met, man, I hugged him. He gave me a hug. We're like old
Well, we're
friends.
fans.
Yeah,
We
we're
watched
fans.
you all the time.
Yeah.
That's right.
On
I've
TV.
watched
Yes,
Well,
we
many
did.
years.
Firm but fair.
Firm but fair.
I'm
That's
fair, but
you.
I'm firm. Yeah. I tell you, Larry Chance.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes,
Larry
my
Chance is
boy.
also a big fan of boxing, and we stay in
Yeah.
touch with each other. And he's a guy, I haven't met him in person yet. However, he,
Oh, he's a wonderful
dedicated
guy.
a couple of songs to me on stage. And Jackie Nunez has videotaped.
yeah.
Yes.
And she said, Joe, Larry Chance going to dedicate a song to you live on the stage today. So, and I was so
Yes.
honored. And I got to talk to him on the phone.
Right.
I mean, he's one of my
beautiful
favorites
dude.
as well.
Right.
Yeah,
He's a beautiful
And we
dude.
want to thank Jackie Nunez and
Yeah,
Mike
thank you,
Miller
Jackie.
for just hooking all of us together.
Yeah.
That was such a
Yeah,
wonderful
I mean, now that I
thing.
met you guys, I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy.
Oh, good.
Now that we're neighbors here
Yeah.
here in Nevada,
Yes.
you guys, they're out in Pahrump, which is about, I don't know, 60, 70 miles
Yeah.
from the strip here in Las Vegas.
Right.
But it's only a skip and a hop.
Yeah,
We
50-minute
love it.
drive to the strip.
Yeah.
50 minutes.
50?
50 minutes to the strip.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, and here we're only like 2 minutes from the strip.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
right.
Here at the Palace Station, we're on right off
nice.
95 and Sahara Avenue, which is a great place to be. We're here at the Boathouse Restaurant at the Palace Station Hotel, and it's just so great to be at these. Ian and his Nicole, they gave us the opportunity to use the location at the restaurant today. The food here is out of this world. Good Vietnamese restaurant. I can tell you that if you're here in Las Vegas, you got to come by the Palace Station Hotel.
Yeah, it's nice.
Up to the Boathouse restaurant. It is just amazing. It just opened up about 8 months ago, and this place is just it's just the best. You got to come out to the boathouse.
That's where we're eating today.
Yeah, well, that's right, exactly. We're definitely gonna have to have some food after the show.
All right.
And another thing I want to say,
Sure.
Now you're an inspiration to so many young folks out there in the music world. What good advice can you give to young rising stars that want to get to the level that you guys got to, or you just even halfway there?
For the first thing, I'd like to say, finish school, finish your education, because it's so important to know what you're doing. If you have a voice, keep practicing, keep a positive mindset. You can do anything you want to do, but be smart,
Right.
so that you don't get burned, because it's a fast life out here.
Because it's called show business,
Show
but it's
business.
really the business
then
of
the
show.
Exactly.
Business then the show.
No, it's very true. Like he's saying, like Terry's saying, you young folks out there listening, you want to be singers or whatever you want to be in life, you got to try to walk the straight line, because if you deviate
Right.
from that straight line, chances are you're going to go downhill from there on.
That's
it,
right.
It is tough to get. I mean, sometimes you have second chances in life.
Right.
I believe you give you second chances, but you have to try to not to go down that route, because if you do, it's going to be much more difficult to get back on your feet.
It really is.
I mean,
man.
I see a lot of folks that have gone down, hit rock bottom. There's only one place you can go is back up, and they've made it. They've come
hard,
back.
it's hard to get back
It's
up,
hard to
man.
get back up, right? And with your experience, in the entertainment field, a lot of singers and entertainers from all walks of life, some have gone the wrong way with the drugs and the alcohol.
that's what I'm talking
and
about,
before
right.
you know it, they're in their 40s and early 50s,
Right.
they're already kicking the bucket. You say, what the hell happened there?
I think about my dear friend David Ruffin of the Temptations. That voice this man had, man, we would be recording him, man, and he would be singing, I'd be looking at him like, damn, listen to that voice. What he could do with his voice, and like 50 years old, he's dead. The cocaine stuff, man.
Yeah, it kills
Why
you.
everybody get into it? It's so easy, I guess. You're in show business, and all the drug dealers know you got money, so they're gonna hang around you. So be smart.
And don't.
Say no. Say, I don't want to try it, not even once.
Because you hear so much, you try it once, you like it, and if you're stuck, then you're hooked.
That's
and,
right.
and those drug dealers, that's what they do. They know who to go after.
Right.
They know you got the money, so you,
Right.
once you're hooked, they
Right.
got you.
David gave his car, a brand new Lincoln, he gave to the dude just to do what he had to do with his drug things.
Yeah. Yeah, we
God
don't
bless
do that.
all of them.
I tell you, it's a shame because you got so many fighters in the boxing world.
Even the boxers, right.
I see
Yeah.
myself, and they just make hundreds of millions of dollars. They
Yeah.
end up broke. They end
Yeah,
up, some of them
man.
end up doing
It's a
drugs,
shame.
and they end up dying young, or they're walking on their heels.
Right.
Punk
Right.
drunk syndrome. That's why. I mean,
Right.
these fighters, they just don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
So they get all these people, all these, like you said, drug dealers. They know who to hang out with.
Right.
Before they got the girls, and these girls kind of walk you into it. Before you know
Right.
it, you're finished. Then you have no money at the end.
So listen to that advice that we're talking about right now, you kids, because it's easy to get hooked. Stay away
Learn how
from
to
it, just
handle
say
your
no.
finances.
That's right.
And handle that money right.
Exactly. You know how to do it. Now, Teresa.
Yes.
Now you've been in the business for how many years now?
44, 45 years.
Well, when you met Terry, he got you right into the game,
Right.
That's it.
and
Right.
you loved it, huh?
Loved it.
The moment
I
we
had
met.
done some things previously, but not on the same level.
Okay.
So I learned so much.
And that something is what?
Huh?
What were you doing before?
Oh, I had done some opera, some community opera,
Okay.
some folk, and some rock, different things like that.
Wow.
But the entertainment world that he introduced me to was the real pro world, the things that Sammy Davis would do on stage, or Dean Martin, the
Right.
professionals, Frank Sinatra, the real pros,
Right.
how they handled themselves on stage, how they called their shows, how they produced their shows, how they performed their shows.
Right.
That's just another whole world altogether.
That's how we
Yeah.
learned it.
And I
Yeah.
think that's what the kids are not getting exposed to nowadays, and it would be great for them to see that type of performance.
Exactly. No, I mean
And we do that.
And we do that.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and that's what these young folks out there need. They need some guidance, some direction.
Right, man.
And you people with your experience, your background, I think we could do something. We should be doing something, especially
Yeah.
here in the entertainment capital of the world.
That's right.
And then you guys out there, any big time agents, not small time, the big time agents, these sort of guys, hotels. You need a good show. These are the people to call.
us out.
They can put it together for you.
Check us out.
Now, have you been traveling with your group at all?
Oh,
man.
lots.
Lately,
A lot.
Yeah.
this past year, what were some of the places you went to this past year? And your,
We had
your
performing
tours?
arts centers, mainly
Theaters
in Florida.
in Florida.
Theater, yeah.
Have you been out of the country lately?
Oh,
We haven't been out of the
not
country,
lately.
but we've been all over
We've
the
been to-
country.
we've been to
California,
Japan.
Florida,
We went to Japan.
Pennsylvania, the New York, Connecticut. We're all over the map.
place, right.
We travel a
We
lot.
travel.
Yeah, we got to get you guys here in Las Vegas. I think
That'd be nice.
Yes.
A nice
Let them see a real show.
Yeah. I mean, they had the Duprees here last week.
Yeah,
Right.
I love my boys.
Yeah, they were at the South
Right.
Point
South
Hotel.
Point,
Right. We've
Yeah.
worked with them. We've
Worked
done
with
shows
many
with them.
times.
Yeah.
We were
Great
perfect
combo.
together.
Yeah.
Right.
you
Because we
know.
have the same style of presentation, but
Right.
totally different material.
Different material.
Yeah.
I like to see a show out here. We get the old groups and you get them all together in one big
That'd be nice.
one
That'd
big
be
venue
nice.
and have it here in
Yeah,
Las
yeah.
Vegas. I mean, it'll definitely be a sellout crowd for sure.
Yeah.
But there's so many folks from off the East Coast that come out to Vegas. This place.
Wouldn't that be nice?
We have like 2.5 million residents here. In
Right.
when I moved in here in '92, there was about 600,000.
Right.
Now
It's
they're like
growing.
2.5 million. It's
Yeah.
growing. It's still growing. And people that come from the East Coast come out here to Vegas. They want to see shows
Yeah,
like the
right,
Flamingos
right, I'm
and the
telling you.
Freeze and
Right.
the Temptations.
Yeah, man,
and-
yeah.
Right.
Oh, man, there's so many
Otis,
good-
Otis was here at what was the place?
Oh gosh.
Oh, he was just here
And Smokey
in
Rock-
November, his birthday.
Yeah.
We were there.
And
Yeah.
Smokey Robinson, one of your
And
buddies.
Smokey was here,
Right,
right?
he's a-
Yeah, he
Yeah,
performs here quite often.
And Diana Ross.
Right.
Diana Ross, he was here.
Recorded all
2
these
months
people. I
ago.
recorded all these people.
You recorded with all
That's
of them.
right. That's right.
Unbelievable, man. I tell you, you're like you're definitely a legend.
Hey,
Terry, the legend.
thanks,
Johnson.
Joe.
I call him the musical chameleon.
Yeah, I
He
do all
just-
kind of music.
He just
All
loves
things.
today's music. He
Matter of
loves
fact-
the older
matter of
music.
fact,
He
next
just
month-
changes with the times.
Next month we're recording in Reba McEntire's studio in
Nashville.
In Nashville, beautiful song we wrote called "Until Then."
Right.
This song will make you just get goosey. You say,
Yeah, yeah.
"Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be dynamic. I'll give you a copy when we get it done.
That'd be great. I'm looking forward to it. Now, you left the Flamingos a while back, and then you came back again. How did that happen?
What do you mean left? them?
When you left the Flamingos, I said you left the Flamingos, came back. It
Oh, when you
was
went
when
to
you made
Motown.
your own version of the Flamingos.
Right.
Oh, so in other words, Nate Nelson, when I left the Flamingos, I believe it was 1962, and I went to Philadelphia and formed another group called Terry Johnson and the Modern Flamingos because I gave the Flamingos my sound that I had from the Whispers from Baltimore. So I went to Philadelphia and put another group together, did the same kind of dancing, same splits, same smoothness, same harmonies. And Nate Nelson, who was the original lead singer of Only Have Eyes for You, he called me and said, Buzzy, I hear you got something really happening. He said, I'm leaving the group. So he left the Flamingos also, and he said, man, what about you and me joining up? I said, Nate, my arms are wide open. There's a position with you for you right here with me. So he came to Philadelphia, and we called up. When he got there, I mean, we were really powerful. So when Nate got there, it was like really dynamite. And so we recorded. We met Joe Rock, who was the manager and writer for the Skyliners out of Pittsburgh, and he asked us to do a song. So he said, can you guys write a song? He said, I've got the B-side for you. So Nate and I got together that night, and we wrote the song called Let's Be Lovers. I mean, it was like a combination of I Only Have Eyes for You and Lovers Never Say Goodbye in one song. Jocko, Mary the K, everybody said, hey, this is the Flamingos right here. This is the sound. And it was so good that the people, George Goldner and some of the big guys that couldn't afford to have us take the Flamingos' place had it crushed.
Wow.
You know, but it was such a dynamite song.
Man, you guys play all over New York. I remember back in the Brooklyn. You had
Brooklyn Paramount.
Brooklyn Paramount. I remember going in there, and I believe we saw you there one time. I said, wow, man, you got it. I mean, it was it Alan Freed that was the.
That's right, Alan Freed.
Alan
he
Freed.
was bringing them all in.
Yeah, bringing them in. Yeah.
Jackie Wilson.
Jackie Wilson. Yeah.
Chuck Berry.
Man, Chuck Berry.
Talking
Wow.
about them, all the best, man.
And you got to hang out with these guys.
Yeah,
have
man.
Dinner with these guys.
I love Frankie Avalon. He was man. This dude kept me laughing.
He's still performing here in
Yeah, he
Vegas.
is too. Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's perfect. Him and there's another
What's his name?
Bobby Rydell.
Bobby Rydell,
Uh-huh.
Okay, Bobby Rydell.
Fabian
Right.
was with him at a
Right,
time.
right.
Yeah, I got to meet Bobby Rydell and
Nice
yeah,
guy, isn't he beautiful?
They did a little boxing skit on stage.
Yeah.
And then we got Joe Cortez. Yeah, they did a good skit there.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I know they're singing, but I didn't know they were comedians.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah.
Are you saying their boxing was comical?
Yeah, it was comical. Yeah, I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
I think they probably. I hope they keep using it. It was really a good skit.
A good skit, yeah.
It was, yeah. But okay, so what's on the horizon for you guys now?
Well, we're here. I mean, I have used these last 3 months to really polish everything we do. So every place we go now, it's like the songs that I lay on them, man. It's like standing ovations almost for every song.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we get to the end, the whole place is standing and saying more. They want an
Right.
encore.
Sure.
We have two powerful lead singers.
Two powerful
up
lead
front
singers
with
with me.
Terry.
And what is it? You're a lead singer,
Right.
Yeah.
okay? And you've always been a lead singer.
I sang with all the duets that we did with the Flamingos, and then I did some of my own solos, like When I Fall in Love, Beside You.
Well, give me. How did I go? Give me a little 30-second thing of that.
Of what?
When
I Fall in
When I
Love.
fall in love. Maybe I can learn something.
When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love has ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seems to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never ever fall in love. I give my heart.
Right.
And the moment that I feel that you feel that way too is when I fall in love with you. You got it too. You got it too, Jim.
Hey guys, you know what?
All right.
Look at she's falling in love all over again.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is wonderful. This is wonderful. I really appreciate this,
Well,
Joe.
it's great. You know, a lot of fun being on here with you. A
Yeah.
legend like Terry Buzzy Johnson from the
Yeah.
Flamingos, and his beautiful wife Teresa, who was just, it's such an honor, to, again, we have the Flamingos, Terry Buzzy Johnson, and his wife Teresa. He manages, she cracks that whip on them every so often to keep them in line, keep them where they were back in the early 60s to today.
Yeah,
You
she
still-
does it gently, though. She does it gently.
Yeah, you guys really. You got some whiplashes on the back.
Don't start anything.
I want everybody to notice what he's wearing. That
Yes.
black and pink.
Flamingo
and that
pink.
white.
Hey man,
It's class, dude.
this is respect to the Flamingos. When I got
It's
up this
class.
morning, I'm gonna put a flamingo hat on me, a costume. I said I look kind of silly doing
Yeah,
that.
right, you
I think
look
the
like- he just
tie
got sharp.
and the
He got
handkerchief would
sharp.
be just enough. What an honor and a pleasure to have Terry Buzzy Johnson from the Flamingos on the show today. It was a knockout as far as I'm concerned. We'll see you guys next week.